So, very good morning, students. Welcome to IIT NEET Foundation or Focus C program by Krishnaveni Talent Schools and the Mastermind Schools. So, once again, I welcome all the class 6th students for today's session. As you can see on the screen, and you are well aware, my subject is physics. We are in class 6th, our ongoing chapter number 5, heat. And today we are entering into the session number 2. So far we completed one session of heat, that before the SA1 exams. So there is a big gap. So we recall. So we'll continue where we stop. But before that, just we recall what we learned in the earlier class of chapter heat, right? So there is a name itself indicates you are very familiar word. This is heat. And when there is a heat is there, another important word will come is temperature. So in last class, we discussed about these two topics. Heat is the responsible for the temperature raising or lowering. Means they both are the mutually convertible, or they are relative terms. In last class, we discussed about what is heat, what is temperature, right? So before going for the today's class, let us just have a look on the what we learned from the material in the last class, right? So this is a chapter, heat chapter. Can have page number, you can see in the material, page number 74, right? So we discussed about what is heat. You can see here, the branch of physics that deals with the measurement of temperature. Deals with the measurement of temperature is called thermometry. Thermometry is nothing but measuring the temperature. The property that tells how hot or cold a particular body is called temperature. So you cannot see the temperature, but you can feel by touching. When a body is heated, various types of physical changes such as expansion, contrast, change in state, change of electric property, chemical changes, all are observed. They are the effect of heat. You have seen also. So what is the effect? When any body is heated, there is heat affects something. But what affects it is, that is, it may physically changes, shape, size may change. When you heat the body, definitely the physical change observed. Such as expansion, it may expand, or it may contrast, or it may change the state, means solid to liquid or liquid to vapor, or change of electrical property also. Whenever body is at one state, it may not conduct electricity, but when you heat it, it may conduct electricity. Chemical changes. When you are heating a compound, for example, I already told, to take CaCO3, calcium carbonate, on heating, when you heat that calcium carbonate, it becomes calcium oxide and carbon dioxide will release. There is also chemical change. So when you are heating a body, the effects of heat are, there is a lot of effects. It will go expansion, it will go contraction, change of state, electrical property change, and chemical changes takes place. These all are called as a effect of heat, right? And this effect, to produce this effect, we have to either raise temperature or lower the temperature. Then hot and cold body. Next one, hot and cold. So what is hot and what is cold? We can feel, we cannot see that. When heat is supplied to a body, its temperature increases. When heat is taken away from the body, temperature decreases. When you give the heat, temperature raises. When you cool down, that temperature reduces. Heat always flows body of higher temperature to body of lower temperature. I already told you. Suppose when you are taken two bodies, one is at 10 degrees Celsius, other one is at say 2 degrees Celsius. When the two bodies are in contact, when you keep them contact, so what happened? Heat always goes from high temperature body or hot body to cold body. So until when they go, until both become same. See, 10 plus 2, how much? 12. Means the heat will transfer until both bodies becomes 6 degrees and 6 degrees. Means the 10 degrees body will become 6 degrees and 2 degrees body also becomes 6 degrees. That means here one body is gaining the heat, one body is losing the heat. There is no loss of heat. Hot body is giving heat to the cold body. And that coming to same position, that is 6 and 6 degrees, is called thermal equilibrium. When the two bodies of different temperature kept contact with each other, heat flows from high temperature body to low temperature body or hot body to cold body until both bodies will become same temperature. That state is called thermal equilibrium state. What called? Thermal equilibrium. Okay. Now, so after studying about temperature, come to heat. The energy transferred from one body to another body due to difference in their temperatures is called heat energy. Heat is a form of energy that makes any object hot or cold. Heat energy is also called as thermal energy. Thermal is nothing but heat only. See here, they kept one hot body and one cold body. So heat is flowing from here to here, hot body to cold body, until both become same. That remember, right? So heat is a form of energy, so it is measured in joule. So another unit is also called calorie. Heat can be measured in calorie also. And study of heat is also called calorimetry. So temperature, study of temperature is thermometry. Very important point. You can note down. And study of heat is called calorimetry. Right? Study of temperature. To know about the complete about temperature, how to measure temperature, how to raise the temperature, everything, it comes under thermometry. Thermometry. Same time, the study about heat is called calorimetry, because it's measured in calories, that's it. So, heat can be measured either in joule or calorie, even erg also in CGS system. So, what is the relation here? It's very important. You can note down this. 1 calorie is equal to 4.2 joule. 1 calorie is equal to 4.2 joule. Okay. Clear? So, your note is given. Observe the note also. The heat is a form of energy. Its unit is same as energy. Heat is a scalar quantity, it has only magnitude, no particular direction for heat. Right? So this is about the heat, a form of body which makes body either hot or cold is called heat. Okay. So when it comes back to again temperature, you know, the degree of hotness and coldness of a body. So whether the body is hot or whether the body is cold, that is known as the temperature. Right? It is also a scalar quantity like heat. Okay. So a reliable method to determine the hotness of coldness, measuring its temperature. If the body is hot, its temperature is more. If the body is cold, its temperature is low. Right? Same unit of temperature. SI unit of temperature is Kelvin. Other units are degree Celsius and degree Fahrenheit. That will come across later. So temperature can be either maybe hot body or cold body. Temperature can be measured in terms of either Kelvin or Celsius or Fahrenheit. The details will come across later. See the beautiful table. You can even you can copy also. Very important table it is. You can write down in the notebook. Very important for difference between the heat and temperature. Right, you can see here. So the difference, till now you know about what is heat, what is temperature, what are the effect of heat we have seen, and what are the units of heat. Similarly, what are the units of temperature? And study of heat is called calorimetry, study of temperature is called thermometry. See that given that clear table to explain about the difference between the temperature and heat, you can note down. You can write in your notebooks, very important. Heat, temperature. The heat is a form of energy that causes the sensation of hotness or coldness. The degree means how much level. The degree of hotness or coldness of body is called temperature. Heat is a cause. Temperature is the effect. The cause and effect. Just like force and motion. No force, no motion. So no heat, no temperature. It is measured in joule or calorie. It is measured in Kelvin, Celsius and Fahrenheit. So heat is always flows from a body at higher temperature to a body at lower temperature. Temperature determines the direction of flow of heat. Calorie meter is used to measure the heat. Thermometer is used to measure the temperature. Calorimeter will come across later in next class. Thermometer. Thermometer we'll discuss now only. So these are very important points. And when you can add sixth point also. Sixth point under heat, study of heat is called calorimetry. Calorimetry. Right? Under the temperature, study of temperature is thermometry. Calorimetry and thermometry, right? So note down all the points. Very, very, very important differences. Be useful for you till the 10th class. For your regular syllabus also very much helpful, the table. So note down all the points. Maybe something missing. Right. So 5 points, sixth point also you can add. Heat is a form of energy that causes the sensation of hotness or coldness. The degree of hotness or coldness of a body is measured as temperature. Heat is a cause, temperature is the effect. So heat is used to measure in joule or calories because it is a nothing but energy only. So temperature is measured in Kelvin, Celsius or Fahrenheit. Heat is always flows from a body of higher temperature to a lower temperature. Whereas temperature determines the direction of flow of charge. So calorimetry used to measure the calorimeter is used to measure heat energy. Thermometer, you know very well that we discussed next part, used to measure the temperature. Sixth point, study of heat is calorimetry. Study of temperature is thermometry. Calorimetry and thermometry. If we complete, we will move to the next part, that is measurement of temperature. How to measure the temperature? Either the temperature of human body, temperature of atmosphere, or temperature of anything. Even laboratories also we have need to measure temperatures. So everywhere we are required to measure the temperature. According to that, we have to set up. Right? Okay. Right? I'm moving to next. So after knowing about temperature, we are studying about what is heat, what are the effects of heat. So what is temperature? What is the difference between heat and temperature? We have seen, right? So it is clear that without heat, there is no temperature because heat is a cause. Without cause, we cannot get the result. Okay. Now we are discussing about how to measure the thermal temperature. Measurement of temperature. This is a very important measurement of temperature. Right? So temperature is measured by a device called thermometer. So most of you might have seen at home at least to measure your body temperature. The property of expansion and contrast of the substances due to heating and cooling is the basis of working of thermometer. So how thermometer works? Liquids expand on heating and contrast on cooling. On that basis, we can get the rising temperature, fall in temperature. So generally, mercury used in the thermometers. Generally, mercury thermometers, of course, nowadays we are getting digital thermometer. That is different. But basic thermometers are used as the mercury because mercury is having perfect expansion contrast. So advantages of mercury as a thermometer liquid. So why you are using only mercury? For that, its expansion is uniform over wide range of temperature. Up to high range of temperature also, it expansions take uniformly. It is a good conductor of heat. It conducts heat very well. It's opaque, shining and clearly visible. So because it's opaque and shiny, we can see where the temperature rising or falling. You see in thermometer, when you are keeping thermometer in your armpit or tongue under the tongue, we can see the raising of a string. That is happened because of the expansion of mercury present in the bulb of the thermometer. So this uniformly as well as it is clearly visible for us. That is the reason we are using. It does not wet the glass. It does not wet because when you drop mercury somewhere, it won't stay in one place. It's split. So glass won't be wet. It is easily available in pure form. So even availability also, we can get it in a pure form. That is also one of the reasons why we are using the mercury. It has a high boiling point and low melting point. It can go up to around 1300 degrees Celsius. So because of that also, it is taken as a liquid in the thermometers. It exerts very low vapor pressure. Right? Pressure also it won't give much. It can withstand at lower pressure also. Right? That. Measurement of temperature requires. So construction of thermometer and calibration of thermometer. Calibration means marking. On thermometer, there is a marking will be there. See, calibration is like marking with numbers. Very important. Calibration. Thermometer can have marked as 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 90, 100. Marking will be there. That is called calibration. It's not a plain glass thermometer. It is marked with some numbers. So different types of thermometers will have different calibration. For our human temperature, it may contain up to 100 only, or more than little more than 100. Okay. Either it is in a Celsius or Fahrenheit. Both are marked. So for measurement of temperature, we required one is thermometer construction. Second one is how it is marked. That is called calibration. These two will help us to get the temperature of any body. Right? Clear? Now we move forward to know more about the thermometers. See here. So how to construct the thermometer? Construction of thermometer. Very simple, will be nothing complicated by seeing. Even if after the class also you can ask your teacher to get the thermometer and show to you. A very thin capillary tube of uniform cross section. Uniform is from ear to ear, same thickness. See, the same thickness from top to bottom. Uniform. the right cross section, one end of the which has very thin glass bulb. This is thin glass bulb. Okay. And other end which is provided with the funnel. Funnel is to fill the mercury. Right. Funnel is taken. The capillary tube is protected by means of thick glass stem as shown in the figure. Right. So this is a glass stem. Stem is there. It is complete for protection of glass. This stem is used, inserted inside from the funnel. Right. As shown. Mercury is poured into the funnel. The mercury slowly drip down, get trapped. It will come slowly through this and come down to the settle down at the bottom. The bulb is heated in the water bath so that trapped air escapes through the mercury. When you fill this in hot water, so mercury will expand and makes the air, empty air will come out. Then you have to close it. You should not allow the air to stay inside. This process is repeated several times till the glass bulb and the capillary tube are completely filled with the mercury without any air bubbles. We will remove the air bubbles by placing that into the hot water. Finally, the funnel is cut and the end is sealed. So while designing all these possibilities, while they are preparing the thermometers, they take all these care. The capillary tube with uniform cross-section area, one end is bulb, one end is funnel, and there is a stem, glass stem is inserted. So from funnel, mercury is slowly dropped into the bulb, and then the bulb is placed under hot water until entire air comes out. There won't be any air bubbles. Then what they do, they remove the funnel and then they seal the glass part. Here they seal. Now our thermometer is ready for measurement. Right? Then how they mark the numbers? That is, marking numbers is nothing but calibration. How they calibrate, that we'll see. After preparation, only after we sealed the funnel and get ready now. Now they are going for the calibration. The calibration of thermometer involves two steps. Number one, the calibration of thermometer involves fixing 2 points on it. One is lower fixed point, other one is higher fixed point. For example, in normal thermometer, lower fixed point is 0 degrees, higher fixed point is 100 degrees. That is melting point and boiling point, you can say. That depends on the liquid. Right? Those two first, they point out what is the lower fixed point, what is the higher fixed point. So the melting point of pure ice at normal atmospheric pressure, that is 76 centimeters will be or 760 millimeters. Normal atmospheric pressure is taken as a lower fixed point. Melting point of ice, that is 0 degrees Celsius. And the boiling point of pure water at normal temperature is taken as upper fixed point, that is 100 degrees. So LFP and UFP, lower fixed point and upper fixed point. First they identify. And second one, step 2. The interval between the lower and upper fixed point is divided into suitable numbers of equal intervals depending upon the temperature, scale of temperature. Each interval is called as degree. For example, 0 to 100, they do 100 marks. 0 after 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up to 100. Each digit is called a degree. 1 degree Celsius, 2 degrees Celsius, 3 degrees Celsius, 100 degrees Celsius. Like that, they do the calibration as per the requirement. Whatever you required, whether you want to measure the body temperature, or you want to measure the temperature of a chemical, or you want to measure the temperature of any other thing, everything, keeping the view of everything, they'll design the thermometer. They'll mark the thermometer. Right? 2 steps. One is, first they'll identify lower fixed point and upper fixed point. Lower fixed point is generally 0 degrees Celsius and upper fixed point is 100 degrees Celsius. The melting point of ice, boiling point of water. Right? Then after marking them, then they are each, the difference between lower fixed point, upper fixed point is called range. The range is divided equal parts as per the requirement. And each part is called degree. Over. So we made the thermometer and we made the calibration also. Then we'll see one example. Clinical thermometer means which we will use for measuring our body temperature. One kind of temperature, thermometer. The thermometer which is used to measure body temperature is called clinical thermometer. See here. Right? This is clinical thermometer. So a clinical thermometer consists of a long, narrow, uniform glass tube. Right? It has bulb filled with the mercury at one end. A constriction. Constriction is like a wire-like thing. A thin wire-like. That is stem. Constriction will push the mercury outside when heated or make the mercury to come down when it is cooled. A constriction for kind is provided, which does not allow the mercury to fall back into the bulb. This allows us to take the readings even after it is taken away from the body of which temperature is to be measured. Right? So see, when you keep it in your mouth, you can see the how temperature raises. Mercury, because of expansion of mercury, the constriction will move out and go to and stop at your body temperature. After taken out also, you can see what is your temperature because of the constriction only. So this is. So in case of mercury thermometer, it starts from 95 Fahrenheit to 110 Fahrenheit. What Fahrenheit will come across later. How to convert into Celsius also. Okay. So our highest 104 degrees is the minimum we required for us. Body 104 Fahrenheit. So 98 Fahrenheit is minimum, 104 for maximum. Beyond that we cannot live. Right? So this is about the temperature of clinical thermometer, how to measure the temperature by using the clinical thermometer. One kind of thermometer it is. Later we come across so many are there. So this is also given here, clinical thermometer. You can see in the Celsius. There they given the Fahrenheit here Celsius, starting from 35 to 42. So clinical thermometer is calibrated from 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees. Divide into, see, 35 start with 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. This is nothing but minimum is 98 Fahrenheit to 110 Fahrenheit. You can convert. 35 degrees Celsius is nothing but 98 Fahrenheit. 42 is nothing but 110. That how will they come across later? Like that they are calibrated 1-1. Each one is called degree. 36 degree, 37 degree, 38 degree. 42 degree is the maximum. Okay. So the clinical thermometer consists of two scales. The Celsius scale indicating C and the Fahrenheit scale indicated by F. Previous one is Fahrenheit, now it is C. The normal temperature of human body, very important, is 37 degrees Celsius. Normal. It is also called as 98.4 degrees Fahrenheit. That is normal temperature. Either if it is low also danger only, high also danger. Marked with the red arrow. As the temperature of the function of the body does not go below 35 degrees or above 40 degrees, the scale is clinical thermometer is marked from 35 degrees to 45 degrees because we cannot go below 35. We cannot go above 42. If you go, we cannot live. A clinical thermometer can be used only measuring the human body temperature. We cannot measure animal temperature with the help of this thermometer. For that, separate is there. We cannot measure the chemicals using this thermometer. For the different laboratory thermometer is there. Okay. So there are different types of thermometers are available in the market to understand, to measure the required temperatures. Right? So this is for today. We'll continue in the next class when we meet. We'll continue about what is the laboratory thermometer and what are the scales of temperatures and what is the other type of Römer temperature. So different types of temperatures and the relationship also there. The relation between Celsius and Fahrenheit and Römer. Everything will come. Right? So in next class, we'll discuss about the other part of the thermometers apart from our clinical thermometer. Right? So these are the different types of thermometers you can see in the next class. So the first one, the right side, you can see that is our body temperature. we can measure. See how the mercury is rising. When heating, hot, mercury rises. When cool, mercury will fall down. Right? So that's all for today. In next class, when you come, we'll continue the same chapter. That is, tomorrow class, we'll continue with the different other types of thermometers and the relationship between the various thermometers. And then some more effects of thermometer also you can see in the next class, right? So that's all for today. Thank you, students. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.